Hoping to find a trace of Ye Jiacheng, Shi Jian made her way to the small eatery he used to take her to. The familiar scent of sizzling skewers and freshly made dumplings filled the air, bringing back memories of their shared laughter and late-night meals. Just as she was lost in nostalgia, the shop owner's phone rang with a takeout order. Wanting to help, she instinctively picked up a pen and jotted down the details. Little did she know, the voice on the other end of the line belonged to the very person she had been longing for, Ye Jiacheng. Once again, fate played its cruel trick. Refusing to give up, Shi Jian decided to visit the bookstore next door. Ye Jiacheng had always loved poetry, and it was here that he once bought his favorite collection. I told you I loved you centuries ago, but you forgot, and I didn't remember. The weight of their past pressed upon her as she stepped inside. And then, as if drawn by an invisible thread, she saw him. Ye Jiacheng stood a few feet away, flipping through a familiar book. For a moment, time seemed to rewind. They were no longer two strangers, separated by years of misunderstanding, but the lovers they once were. Two souls who had whispered promises to each other under the same moonlight. Yet, as their eyes met, both masked their emotions with practiced indifference. 4 years ago, a storm of miscommunication had torn them apart. Back then, Ye Jiacheng had been led to believe that Shi Jian had fallen for his closest friend, Chang Ji. The thought of it had tormented him for years, even as he tried to move on. And now, seeing her again after all this time, the pain resurfaced like an old wound reopening. Unable to bear the weight of the past, he exchanged only a few polite words before turning to leave. Shi Jian remained frozen, watching his retreating figure, her heart aching with unspoken words.